Women are smarter than men. How do you think we finessed our way into staying at home, focusing on our hobbies, and putting hair curlers in our hair every single day up until the 21st century, while men had to slave away at work and go to war?
Yes, but women now say they are oppressed by staying at home. They can't do that.
Men are smarter.
Men actually prefer women who don't get lip injections.
I'm sure men did say this, just like they say they prefer no makeup, no Botox, no cosmetic surgeries, but who they follow on Instagram tells a very different story.
Who we follow on Instagram or who we want to get married are two different kinds of women. Yes, men are horny. Yes, they will follow you on Instagram with all the BBLs and the lip injections and all the Botox and all the plastic surgery. But that doesn't mean those men want to marry you.
Men have routinely and ironically always gone for the higher maintenance woman, even though they all
That's not true. That's not true.
always say they prefer low maintenance and natural women. Natural to men usually means as beautiful as possible without being botched. So
yes, as beautiful as possible, beautiful for him, without having 3 pounds of makeup on your face or lip injections or whatever. For most women, that just makes them uglier.
feel free to wear your makeup and get your lip filler, ladies.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't wonder why I didn't have a fucking backup plan. Why my kids' eating was dependent on a romantic relationship.
This is exactly why my boyfriend gives me a $20,000 monthly allowance as
$20,000, guys. And we'll see at the end of this video who her boyfriend is. Just stay and watch.
girlfriend. You need to secure a stay-at-home salary as a girlfriend from the very first date. Before you move in with a man, you tell him, it's scary out there. You have the power to make me homeless at any moment. So for my safety, security, peace of mind, and happiness, I need an allowance.
That's so crazy. A woman that would ask me for an allowance, I would just get up and leave.
If you cannot do that for me, I need to keep my career until you can. What I said to my boyfriend was, no matter how much I love and trust you, babe, most relationships end. I need to look after myself first in the case of that happening.
By the way, she doesn't have a boyfriend. She fakes her pictures. So this is her supposed boyfriend, guys. I can tell you 100% that that guy isn't in that picture. He was comped in that picture. You can see he has no shadow. You can see at the leg. It's not even a good cutout. It's not even good edited. That's her boyfriend. She doesn't have a boyfriend, but she says on her videos that she has a $20,000 a month allowance from her boyfriend. Either her boyfriend doesn't exist and she's lying, or her boyfriend is so ugly and so old that she can't even put a picture of him online.
There are lots of comments like this, and what I want to say, I don't understand this kind of thinking at all. I don't care what others say because this is my face. I have to like it.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't make this video. You would live your life and you wouldn't care. Every time I respond to haters, it's not because I care. It's because I want to tell the truth, to tell you my side of the story, to show you, young guys that are watching, how to not fuck up your life, how to think like a real man. Not like haters, not what haters say. That's why I respond, because it's educational. But in her case, she shouldn't respond to anything, because if she doesn't care, she wouldn't make this video.
You, yeah? Because this is my face, my life. And this is the most important, what I like. Because I want to live my life like I want. And like I like. You will not live my life for me, okay?
I've had other guys fly me out, pay for me and my girls to go on trips, send me money, but not like that.
Yes, simps. Don't confuse men with simps.
19.
19. So when did it start?
When did they start? When I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, so many simps out there.
Wait, so crazy. That's such a short period of time.
Yeah, for real. My life changed a lot in the last year.
Word. Wait,
Word.
so
And you said you've gone on hundreds of these dates with men, some of them very short, maybe one-off, and then some of them
Look,
there was
they're
some
everywhere in
continuity.
Atlanta. Like,
No.
they're everywhere. You
No,
can
that's
just
fine.
be hanging out, and it's a trick next
If you
to
had to estimate,
Seriously. He's like, here's my money, here's my wallet, go have fun, go shop. Seriously.
How do you guys fall for traps like this? How?
wait, so total, if you add up all the men, all the money they've given you, total, how much do you think? 200, 300,000? More? More?
And she's 19. Just think about it. How much did you work for that kind of money? Maybe some of you won't have that kind of money ever in your life.
500,000?
No, a few hundred thousand.
Should we say 300,000 safe number?
You can say that if you want. I don't really know.
You,
I don't know.
So you consider yourself a radical feminist.
Yeah.
What does that mean to be a radical feminist to you?
Crickets. 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 She doesn't even understand the word feminism.
Go ahead.
Let alone radical.
Well, like, I'm just trying to think of how to explain this. I say I'm a radical feminist because, like, I agree with a lot of their views, and so.
What's your definition of feminism to start?
Well.
She doesn't know.
What does it mean to be a feminist?
Like what it means to be a feminist.
Sure.
Well,
Like you women who just repeat what other women say.
a feminist, I guess it means for. I don't know exactly how to explain.
If she gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you take it?
No, sir. You might get one pass, but at the end of the day, you want one wife, and this is the wife I want. So no.
Okay. Now, what about you? If he gave you one,
If you gave me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
That's crazy.
Of course.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
who would you take it with?
And he will still be with her. He won't break up with her. If my girlfriend told me that on camera for millions of people to see, I would break up with her then and there. There are no excuses, there are no maybes, there are no buts. You just leave.
Lindy Waters III.
Who else?
Barry Sanders. I'm in love with him.
Now, what do you think those men have over your men?
They're professional athletes.
Those guys are everything to me. He is just a simp.
That's crazy.
I don't know what happens to us as women when we get married. I experienced it too, but it's like the spontaneous, fun-loving girl that my husband met disappeared. And all of a sudden, pardon my language, I had a big stick up my butt. And I was the fun police, and anything fun was like irresponsible and not something that I wanted to share.
I agree, when you're married, you can't do everything that you did when you were single. You have certain responsibilities. Maybe you have kids. You can't be crazy. But don't exaggerate with that.
Or be doing with my husband. And he's left wondering, what happened to the girl that I met who liked to have fun and go out and be spontaneous and was lighthearted? Well, unfortunately, that's the facade that we wear to get the man. And then as soon as we get the man and we get married, we drop that facade. And it's incredibly emasculating to our husbands.
Yeah.
Another way that we emasculate men and express toxic femininity is withholding affection and approval. We become the ice
and withholding sex
queen. And instead of being appreciative of our husbands and showing them that we care and that they matter.
Yeah, they start talking about her friend at work, that her husband bought her that and this, and they went on that trip, instead of respecting you and what you did for her and for the house.
People are saying that she pulled off the ultimate scam. It all starts with this Twitter post, and she says that her friend Elizabeth is looking for an unvaxxed donor. Her requirements are blue-eyed, white, 5'11" or taller, STD-free, no Jewish or African descent, follows a healthy meat-based diet, and they didn't want to do like IVF. Like, this was supposed to be a natural insemination. Message Stella if interested. Obviously, this post caught a lot of people's attention. They want to know more details, and they want to know what the friend looks like. Stella ends up sharing a picture of her friend, and she's like this super hot, like cute, petite brunette, like really pretty girl, you know? So all these guys are really trying to inseminate her.
The simps.
And then she gives some background details on her. So German, Swedish ancestry, 2 body count, and she's been celibate for the past 2.5 years. She's 23 years old, unvaxxed, meat-focused diet, takes supplements, will have support from her grandmother and her brother, and the insemination must be natural. She also stresses that the friend does not want a boyfriend or husband. She just wants the insemination, and that the friend also plans on having 3 more kids. So the guy has to be open to inseminating her again in the future. And to whichever guy was to be chosen for this, he needed to have an open schedule so that he could follow along with her ovulation cycle, you know, make sure she can actually get pregnant. This was all to be worry-free. She didn't want any money or anything like that. She just wanted this specific type of DNA. The amount of people that were lining up and sending her messages to become this donor, like, there were a ton of them. Look, every blue dot, and you can see every...
Do men like this ever stop and think they could end up online and be ridiculed and made fun of and be called simps by a guy like me? No.
Message are the people who were in her DMs asking for more information or felt that they were a good candidate for this. Some guy messaged and said that he and his wife have 3 kids already, and because of that, he knows that he would pass the quality control inspection. But yeah, there were just so many people who signed up. And here's the thing, you're probably wondering where the scam is. In order to be a candidate for this, you had to have taken a 23andMe test. So here it is. Like, this is the scam right here. Like, clearly that was a fake post. She posted her link. The guys clicked the link, bought the test, and said, hey, my DNA is good to go. And she receives the $20 for every person who was in her DMs saying that they were a good candidate.
She made a lot of money from stupid simp men. That's the bottom line.
I mean, it's probably like a once in a year type of scam that somebody would be able to legally pull off. And
she's probably not even a woman. It's probably a he.
I think people will catch on. Like, hopefully people have caught on to this really fast. I'd seen tons of debates if this was like morally okay or if this was wrong. And a lot of people were defending the men because somebody wanted to have a baby and they were there to help. That they just fell for a really, a really stupid.
Society doesn't reward stupid people. It just doesn't.
Scam. Do you think that this was like the scam of the year?
Okay, guys, it's time for me to answer a couple of questions. Question: can you explain what journaling is? I hear it all the time from these women, but what does it mean for them to journal? What are the mechanics behind it? Are they writing step instructions on how to get the cats back in their heads? In the past, guys, women usually kept diaries where they wrote important things that happened to them. Now journaling is just them recording everything they think, everything they do, when they eat, what they eat. I see people every time, even at restaurants. Before eating, they have to record the plate, make a picture. People nowadays record everything, and especially women with TikTok. Now they're recording and saying everything that they think, everything that they have in their heads, everything that happened. They just make TikToks about it. Okay, guys, here is a comment that I thought you should all see. That's the greatest truth a woman can say. Last year my stepfather passed away and I felt really bad. I also had health problems and needed surgery. I live alone. I don't have family in the city where I live. My girlfriend and I were going through a difficult time, but because our relationship had been going on for years, I turned to her. Bad idea. You should always turn to your male friends, not to your girlfriend. I told her how bad I was about the loss of a loved one and about my surgery. She called me weak and disappeared. At the moment I needed her the most, she attacked me at my weakest point. It was the end, yes. Now I'm not saying that every woman would react like this, but women want a rock in their life. If you're emotional, if they see you as weak, they can't see you as the leader anymore. They can't see you as the rock. They can't see you as the guy who knows what to do in any situation, so they lose attraction. That's why I'm telling you, not all women, but it's not ideal to show your emotions in front of your girlfriend. Do it in front of your male friends. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.